to Nicolette from Good Earth. Nicolette has been running the biz for a long time, a cooking school, a winery, a bistro. Nicolette, you never stop.
It's kind of true. I feel like the dinosaur in this crowd, a little bit ancient. It's been 11 years for the winery, and we started the cooking school in 1998. So it's been a long haul, and some challenging times.
I even learned how to tango at your winery.
That's right. That's right.
That you have.
Yeah. That was
It's
fun.
certainly a hidden gem of a restaurant to go and visit at the bistro, which are closed right now. Is that right?
We're closed. We're open on the weekends for takeout pizza from our wood-fired oven. And as the weather is getting nicer, we actually have some other things on. We've got fried chicken and all kinds of fun things for the weekends that people can come out and get takeout. It's tough for us because we're out in the countryside, right? It's not like you're in an urban setting, but it gives us a chance to get the great rosé in people's hands. And get people out to the place, because at this time of year we are all about the pink.
So let's talk about that, shall we? You've got Cabernet Franc in this wonderful bottle, and it's always been a Cabernet Franc grape variety for your rosé. Tell us why.
So Cabernet Franc, when we started the winery in 2008, as Jody was talking about, we have 10 acres on our property that's in grapes, and half of that is Cab Franc, and the other half is Riesling. So it was a natural with the very first vintage to use Cab Franc as our rosé base. Plus, a lot of people use Gamay or Pinot or whatever. It's a little bit more unusual to try it with the Cab Franc. So we've stayed with the Cabernet Franc right through since then. I love it because I wanted something that was candy apple pink, which I think this is, and it's fun. It is technically off dry, but has a very nice crisp finish. That's sort of a signature of any of our wines. And it's been always super popular. It sort of messes with your head. You look at it, you think, oh my God, it's like a candy cane, candy apple. It's going to be super sweet, but it isn't. It really is quite lovely. And perfect for this time of year, perfect for patio. And actually, because it has some heft, it's actually perfect all year round. I don't think of it as just a seasonal rosé. Yeah.
It has a lot of body to it. Some rosés can be very light, but this one, if you closed your eyes and just kept on drinking it, you wouldn't, color doesn't matter really. It's got a lot of punch to it.
Yeah.
Andrea comments that she loves it. She's drinking it right now, and I'm sure a couple of other people have it in their glass. Glassware, what do you do when it comes to glassware? I've got our tasting glass, something a little bit bigger. You've got a glass that
I'm a casual girl.
stem on it, big better.
Yeah. We've always had stemless here at the Good Earth. We're a rustic location, and we tend to be very windy on our patio. So having stemware kind of didn't make sense. I personally, when I'm at home alone, I like stemless. Either this, I sometimes will drink out of a wine glass, like a juice glass. It doesn't matter to me. I think, when you have something that's really super delicious, doesn't really matter. This is a casual wine. This is to me something that I have at the end of the day. I want to be able to move it around my kitchen, move it around the garden without having to worry about breaking some stemware. Yeah, so I love
while
it.
you garden.
Pardon me?
Did you say you drink rosé while you garden?
I do.
That's
indeed.
awesome. I think I'm going to try that and see what happens.
You know what? The plants never look better.
True. So you love food. What kind of pizza would you suggest to have with this kind of this rosé? Beautiful.
Well, the beauty of this particular rosé is that it does have a little bit of sweetness, so it can take some spice. And I like it. Obviously, it goes very well with our margarita pizza. And, classically, you can pair this with any kind of charcuterie board or whatever. But I like this with a little chorizo on my pizza. So we have our chef, Andrew, at the moment, loves these little pickled Thai chilies. He throws them on almost anything. And we have what we call the Marg 2.0 or 2.0. And it's a margarita pizza, which has all the classic elements, but then those hot peppers, and a little bit of spiced ricotta. And I have to tell you, that really goes perfectly with the rosé.
Awesome. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
I wish I could send it to you.
Your place is truly a hidden gem, and it's a bit off the beaten path. Give us a quick idea of who your neighbors are, and what could we, where can we find you?
Well, we're easy to find, actually, more and more so. We're down the hill from all the big names like Fielding, Angels Gate, 30 Bench, Hidden Bench, the new Locust Lane winery. So we are surrounded by some fantastic neighbors. Rosewood is another one. So fantastic neighbors, fantastic friends, and we do tend to get a lot of guests who will come down our laneway to have lunch and stay and linger, taste some wines, and then head off for some more wine tasting. So we're very, very lucky.
It's a great location, and you have fantastic wines. This is just one of many. You have Pinot Noir, you have Betty's Blend. I always like that one. And Big Fork Red. What is Big Fork Red all about?
Big Fork Red has also been something we've been doing from the get-go. It's a blend. Once again, Cabernet Franc is the base. Usually Cabernet Franc, Pinot Noir in some sort of a combination. It's never 100% the same. We're always, for us, we're a tiny winery, so sometimes it helps us sort of negotiate what we have in terms of wine volume. But it's always something that's super popular, super approachable. The tannins, it's sort of a medium weight wine. I always think it's a great table wine, a pizza wine, an everyday wine. And it really has a great following. It's named after our Big Fork sculpture that we have down the laneway. And it's a super, super popular wine.
Fantastic. Well, we'd love showcasing your wines, and we'll make sure that they're in our Savvy Care packages throughout the summer months. And keep up the great work. Hang in there. We know you love having us come and visit. For all of us in Ottawa, we will come and visit as soon as we can.
We look forward to it. We'll be here ready for you guys. Thanks so much, Debbie, for all you do.
Thank you, Nicolette. Always a